but it will go down for number 30. Zahira Reese, the sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee, has made this a 4-point lead for the Mule Riders. Now a tie-up at midcourt, and it will be going to the Mule Riders. Was right on the midcourt line, so it may have been a turnover regardless for the Tigers. So it looks like we are back with you now visually, and we also have our graphics package back, as you can see on the scoreboard. Southern Arkansas leading 6-2, and currently in possession of the basketball with a chance to add on. There's the inbound to Bright. Trying to get a screen that time from teammate Addie Trimmy, but there was a bit of a miscommunication, and we have another issue with the clock. It's been a tough night for technology here at Bill Vining Arena. We are glad that you are with us now in a full capacity here on OSDN, but right now the clock issues still being worked out. We've had plenty of shot and game clock miscues. Now the clock is not going to start at all once again. Now it's back on.
Yep, the refs didn't catch it that time.
Pass underneath, stolen away. Lainey Mears has it. Some aggressive defense by Bright. Now Samantha Watson tightly guarded. It's a scramble for the basketball. She's just able to get it away, and the Tigers just able to beat that 10-second violation. Mears kicks it to Grayson Fairless, celebrating her 20th birthday today.
Don't you mean her 5th birthday today?
Her teammates did make light of that earlier today on social media. Technically, it's her 5th birthday that she's gotten to celebrate on her actual birthday, as she is a February 29th baby. Hopefully celebrating it today with a win, although Addie Trimmy's last basket has made it a 6-point lead for SAU.
Well, SAU loves this press. They will live and die by the press, and right now they're living by it. It was not successful in their last game against Southern Nazarene. Of course, not many teams are successful against Southern Nazarene. But so far this season, it's worked well for them, and it's working well, really well tonight, creating a lot of turnovers and making things very difficult for some of the Ouachita guards.
And Chris, you mentioned SNU. It has certainly been a standout campaign for the Crimson Storm. The most recent regional polls have SNU as the #1 team in the Central region. There are actually 3 teams from the GAC in that regional poll. There's the drive on the right side, trying to post up against Fairless. Now going to go underneath. We'll see if the basket counts. No indication was made.
They might be trying to check that over.
It's a block ruled on the floor as Madeline Tipton will check in. Diamond Morris set to inbound for the Mule Riders. Quick movement around the perimeter, and it's quickly back to Morris. Now she's going to pass it off to Chloe Wilbanks. Opportunity now for Reese. She kicks it out. Shot from deep, short off the front iron. Another chance for the Mule Riders off of the offensive rebound from Morris. Wilbanks, no look pass to Morris. She's going to kick it out to the perimeter. Anderson driving, throws up a shot, rims in and out. A little bit of a tussle for the offensive board, but Audrey Winfrey comes away with it. Kick out to Madeline Tipton from deep. Nothing but net for the sophomore from Bologna, Arkansas.
Well, sometimes with the Mule Riders, their defense is so, I don't want to say erratic, but they play full court, which sometimes means that their half-court defense doesn't catch up and isn't set. That's part of why Tipton had that wide open look.
Good movement. And that time it was Chloe Wilbanks with the shot underneath for the Mule Riders. SAU into double digits tonight. And SAU showing the full court press that they used against SNU a week ago. There's the pass to Grayson Williams, one of the seniors being recognized tonight. She's driving the right side, draws contact, and will head to the line.
Well, there's the difference between a senior trying to break the press and a sophomore. She knew she just had to slow it down, wait for an opening. She took it, ends up getting 2 points versus Joey Babel. When she tried it, she got the ball turned over a few times.
That takes us to our first media timeout of the evening with 4:40 remaining in the first quarter of play. Your score is SAU 10, Ouachita 5. You're watching Tiger basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
At Taylor King Law, we understand that being injured can be a stressful and overwhelming experience.
And that's why we're here to help you every step of the way.
As your dedicated legal team, we'll stand by your side when you're being ignored.
We'll be on your side to fight for the compensation you deserve.
Don't let the insurance companies intimidate you. Let us go to work for you.
Call us today and let us help you get back on the road to recovery.
On your side, by your side. When you've been injured, we're here for you.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
Wichita.
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
Ouachita. Ouachita.
How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
Welcome back to Bill Vining Arena, where Grayson Williams has already gone a perfect 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, and Ouachita has cut the SAU lead to 3. Now the Mule Riders in transition. Marley Bright, her pass is stolen away by Samantha Watson. Watson gonna dump it off to Audrey Winfrey. Winfrey driving to the left side. Kicks it out to Tipton. Hand in her face, doesn't matter. Tipton already with her second triple of the night. Quick drive on the other end and a beautiful reverse lay-in that time from Tequeza Chambers. The junior from Plain Dealing, Louisiana, gets the lead right back for SAU.
You can tell there's a lot of miscommunication in some of the Tigers, especially when it comes to setting up their offense out of the press.
Marley Bright will bring it up for the Mule Riders. Clemens going to dump it off. And again, SAU quick around the perimeter, moving the basketball. Diamond Morris kicks it back to Clemens. Trimming gets a screen. Shoots from just inside the arc. It misses, but Diamond Morris is right there for the putback. Again, SAU showing a full court press. Tigers have managed to break it a few times tonight, but they've also been forced into a couple of turnovers. Watson tightly guarded, and a foul will be called on Marley Bright. A few substitutions now on the floor as Zykeria Anderson will check back in for SAU. Joey Babel, Abby Harrison, and Lainey Mears also back in for Ouachita. Anderson guarding Babel. Now Harrison trying to get the pass away from Babel, but it's a double team that results in a turnover. Here's Morris on the other end. Welcome back to Tiger Basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. The full court press, once again working to perfection for the Mule Riders. Here's a kick out baseline J, and it's nothing but net for Diamond Morris. What a night it's been for the senior from Sheridan, Arkansas, as SAU's lead is already up to double digits. Ouachita again facing intense pressure from the press. Babel has it, and for the first time in a while, Ouachita has control on its opponent's side of the floor. Good pass down low to Abby Harrison, and that shot is uncontested.
Well, the Mule Riders are great at creating turnovers, but their largest weakness is they give up too many easy baskets.
Reese kicks it out to Diamond Morris. Morris from the wing, shot is offline. Valiant effort on the offensive boards. That was made possible by Sahira Reese. And it looks like there might be a bit of disagreement between the officials, as one official was showing travel. But in fact, they're going to call a foul on Ouachita, Audrey Winfrey to be specific. Kelsey Hawkins has checked in for Tequaza Chambers. SAU looking to try and inbound it. Now a shot from mid-range. Trimmy's effort is rejected. Samantha Watson in transition for the Tigers. Another miscommunication. But Madeline Tipton just manages to pick it up in front of that mid-court line. Would have been another turnover for the Tigers. Mears was looking for the sidestep to the right. Instead, she opts to drive, and happy birthday, Grayson Fairless. That's an and one opportunity.
But we still are having a lot of technical difficulties right now, especially in our communication with one another, as far as I can tell.
Chris, you're not able to hear the audio from our broadcast tonight, but it's been a valiant effort tonight keeping up, and you've done a good job. We're trying to find that balance of not talking over each other without being able to hear each other quite perfectly. It's a loud crowd tonight at Bill Vining Arena for senior night too. That doesn't help matters. But Ouachita is looking to help its own cause right here. Capitalizing on a turnover, we've got another clock issue.
Yeah, another clock issue.
And you could almost hear the players collectively groan, as that is not the first time we've had that issue tonight at Bill Vining Arena. If you're a fan of offense, though, and at times good transition defense, this has been the matchup for you. 36 combined points already. They're going to go ahead and run a little bit of time off the clock. Looks like we are just about ready to resume action. Samantha Watson inbounding it to Joey Babel. Again, the press is on. Ouachita has 5 seconds. Joey Babel, can she find an opening? Yes, she does. Lainey Mears swinging it to Watson. Tipton pulling up from the wing. It's contested, won't go. Bounces off the top of the backboard, and it will be a turnover.
Stepping in for Southern Arkansas, number 10, Chloe Williams. Stepping in for 2, Kelsey Hawkins.
Trimmy is going to inbound it to Wilbanks. Ouachita trying to counter with a press of its own. A good behind-the-back transfer there from Wilbanks. Trimmy swinging it around the perimeter. SAU drive on the left baseline, and it goes for Chambers. 8-point lead for the Mule Riders, and Ouachita can hold it for the last possession, although SAU has been all over the floor the last few minutes. Tipton, pass down low, it's contested, and that will be the final play of the first quarter. With 10 minutes in the books, the visiting Mule Riders already enjoying an 8-point lead. Your score is SAU 23, Ouachita 15. You're watching Senior Night on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
Captain Henderson House. We're a home to call your very own when you're away from yours, with a porch to end your night on, surrounded by friends, sharing stories and old times, and a yard with memories of summertime weddings and picnics after the game. We are so thankful for the life this house has seen for nearly 150 years. Come stay with us and join in on our stories. Captain Henderson House, Inn and Events.
Welcome back to Tiger Basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. We just got some stats from Brian Ramsey the Director of Athletic Communications for Ouachita. Again, we want to thank his staff for all that they do, not only for OSTN, but for Ouachita as a whole throughout the season. One of the hardest working groups you're going to find in this area. For Southern Arkansas, it was a great first quarter, going 11 of 18 from the field. Ouachita was shooting at a very high clip as well, 5 of 7. But the Tigers committed 10 turnovers as a team in just 10 minutes of play.
They average 18 per game, so just 8 more. And maybe the first half, maybe 10 turnovers in 1 quarter is not great. That's not going to make Coach Dallimore very happy. But that three-point shooting, if they can get it going, that might make him a little happier.
Ouachita is shooting 3 of 5 from deep tonight. All 3 makes from Madeline Tipton. Contested shot will not go. And now the Tigers in transition. Babel kicking it out to Mears. Mears pass down low to Grayson Fairless. Fairless puts it up, and she has 5 in tonight's matchup.
Yeah, once she gets in front of you, there's no way you can stop her. Easy bucket for Fairless.
Diamond Morris has it on the perimeter for SAU. Now, Anderson going to pull up from just inside the arc. Shot won't go for her. Board by Grayson Fairless. Joey Babel going to get double teamed. That has worked to great success for SAU so far tonight, and it does the same again. Pass down low. Babel lays out for it. There's still a tussle for the basketball, and Samantha Watson finally secures it. Morris, physical. Here's a shot from deep, and Madeline Tipton. Hot start from three-point range. She's now 4 of 5 from that distance tonight. And we are all tied up at Bill Vining Arena. SAU wants to take a moment to talk things over. As the teams talk it over on the floor, we're going to do it ourselves. Have a chance to take a break here. 8:38 remaining. Your score is 23-all. You're watching Tiger basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand, trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Owned by OBU alumni, Java Primo is the official coffee house of Ouachita Tiger football. At Java Primo, amazing coffee is just the beginning. Try our great options at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and don't forget about our amazing desserts. Also, shop Java Primo's gift selection 24/7 online at javaprimo.com.
Go Tigers! Go Tigers!
Welcome back to Bill Vining Arena, where it's shaping up to be a great matchup tonight between SAU and Ouachita. What a start it has been for Madeline Tipton. 4 of 5 from deep tonight. And she's got a total of 14 points already. That is the highest scoring margin for a player on either team up to this point. Pass underneath the basket, and it is a miscue. Grayson Williams in transition passes it off to Tipton, almost stolen away, and it is a turnover for Ouachita as it rolls out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Williams probably should have just gone straight up with that, or maybe a floater. They read Tipton coming down behind her perfectly.
Wilbanks tightly guarded by the senior. That's Grayson Williams. Another pass down low, right-handed finish, gets the shot and the foul. And Wilbanks is headed to the line for one more.
Something that SAU does really well is every player that's, as soon as they pass, they are going right to the basket. They're making that backdoor cut, and they're always looking to see if that backdoor cut is open, and in that case it was.
Wilbanks converts on the and one opportunity, and it is now a 3-point lead for SAU. Fairless on the other end of the floor. Madeline Tipton pulling up from deep. This one's a bit too strong to the left side. Fight for the offensive board. Fairless was finally able to track it down. Pass underneath the basket, and Tipton finishes with the left hand. She's got a sweet 16 points on the night.
Yep, she could easily go for a career high here.
SAU leading by 1, looking for another bounce pass down low. Kicks it out. Morris steps up, kicks it out once again. Clemens gets it back to Morris. Just 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Pass back to Clemens. Wilbanks gets a screen from Clemens. Just 1 second on the shot clock. Step back will bounce short. And we have a foul ruled on Ouachita. We'll see which player it's on. And it's on Grayson Fairless. Coach Dallimore is not happy with the call. He says that it was mutual contact.
Well, I think he said that one of the SAU players grabbed a Tiger arm, and it looked like it would have been a Tiger foul, but yeah, he's just not happy with that call one bit.
Clemens double teamed, and she dragged her foot just a bit too much. That's going to be a Mule Rider turnover.
Yep, she was looking to make the body contact with Fairless. Fairless backed off right on time. It's almost like pulling the chair, but not all the way. And so she just sort of lost balance and had to get rid of it. But it was a good defensive play by the sophomore.
Joey Babel in a lot of traffic, kicks it out to Lainey Mears. Deep three-pointer is no trouble for the markswoman. Clemens almost loses the handle on the basketball. Trimmy going to pull up from just inside the arc. It's contested, but it doesn't matter. And SAU has tied up this game once again. Williams inbounds it to Lainey Mears. Got a double team, draws a little bit of contact, gets a good pass underneath to Joey Babel. Pass down low, and Grayson Williams untouched, but an unfriendly roll will result in a miss. Diamond Morris on the other end. Looking to post up, she kicks it out. Wide open shot from deep, and it is no trouble at all for Marley Bright. The former Center Point Knight makes it a 3-point lead for SAU. And once again, the ball is stolen away. Going to be a traveling violation ruled on Diamond Morris. Picked up her dribble while she was going to the right.
Well, one of the things that the Mule Riders are doing right with this press, not even always on the press, they're just doing it in general. Joey Babel has a tendency to blow by her man and go through a double team or try to split a double team, and they're just closing in on her right as she's about to break through.
Grayson Williams trying to break the press, double team, gets it off to Samantha Watson. Harrison driving the left side. Again, the SAU defense swarming. And Ouachita going to be forced into another turnover.
Yeah, just a bad pass by Mears, but again, Ouachita, they found a way to break the press, and with the senior Grayson Williams, when you put the ball in her hand, she knows dribbling is not always going to break the press. She stopped, looked for a pass, found an open player, made a play.
Meanwhile, immediate redemption for Mears as she steals the ball right back. Samantha Watson underneath the basket. She's going to kick it back out to Mears. Mears loses the handle on the ball, but does recover in time. Mears from deep. Winfrey's right there with the putback, though, and Ouachita has cut the lead to 1.
Yeah, no Mule Rider decided to put a body on Winfrey, just totally uncontested there.
Reese dumps it off to Wilbanks. She's going to pass it in turn to Chambers. Drive on the left side. And Reese will draw the contact to head to the line. Sahira Reese is a sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee. And right now she's got a chance to get a couple of points back for SAU. The Mule Riders have led for most of this contest, although Ouachita has given the Mule Riders a run for their money here in quarter number 2. First shot is nothing but net, and now Ouachita has 3 players ready to check back in, including Grayson Fairless, Madeline Tipton, and Joey Babel. Second shot is offline. The Tigers will have to wait to check in. Meanwhile, there's a tussle for the basketball, and SAU touched it last. Valiant effort by SAU to save it.
Well, this game's going to be scrappy all night long. Expect a lot more turnovers, a lot more bodies hitting the floor.
Babel inbounds it to Watson. And once again, the Tigers will have to find a way to break the press. Double team on Babel on the near side. Pass down low to Fairless. It's a bit high, but Fairless is right there to finish for two. All knotted up once again at Bill Vining Arena. And SAU wants to take the lead back. Drive to the left side. Almost stolen away, but Bryant kicks it out to the corner, and Wilbanks hits the contested three to once again take the lead for the Mule Riders. And that one actually bounced off of the defender. Tipton pulls up in mid-range, can't get it to go. Grayson Fairless has committed her third personal foul of the game, although she is going to stay in. There's the inbound to Marley Bright. The sophomore from Amity being guarded by Laney Mears. Looking for a teammate. Instead, she's going to get a screen from Zahira Reese. It's stolen away by Samantha Watson. Tigers in transition. Left-handed finish around the defender. And Samantha Watson has cut this to a 1-point lead. Washita countering with a little press of its own, although the Tigers don't rely as heavily on the double team. Reese looking to find a teammate. She finds it in the form of Chambers. Chambers pulls up from the free throw line, and it is nothing but net for the junior from Plain Dealing, Louisiana. Washita again trying to manage the press, just able to get it up. Madeline Tipton swings it over to Laney Mears on the wing. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Mears goes up herself, it's contested, shot won't go. And Tequeza Chambers secures the board. Trimmy dumps it off to her teammate Bright. Another pass down low, right back to Bright. She's gonna kick it out to Reese. Reese goes up strong, a bit too strong in fact. And it's a miss for the Mule Riders forward. Tipton with the fadeaway from mid-range, won't go. Mears is right there for the offensive board. Now a chance for Fairless, posting up, draws contact. No foul called though, as it was good defense from Zahira Reese.
Well, the officials were letting them play this game. Only 3 free throws between the two teams, or excuse me, for each team.
Addie Trimmy dumps it off to Zahira Reese. Now it goes to Tequeza Chambers. Good behind the back there from Bright. Chambers dumps it off. Time running short. Reese with no option but to go up with the right hand, but she goes in uncontested.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Fairless just kind of stopped playing defense there.
Long three from Laney Mears. This one a bit off to the right side. Fight for the rebound. Last touched by SAU.
Yeah, that was a bit of a heat check for Mears, which is kind of odd because she has only hit 1 3 in this game. So typically not the moment you want to start firing up heat check shots.
Inbound to Samantha Watson. Madeline Tipton pulls up from deep. This one won't go. Watson was right there for the offensive board, gets a friendly roll, and it's once again a one-possession ball game. Anderson moving quickly in transition. Shot from deep, won't go. And Washita with a chance to take it the other way. Samantha Watson found in the corner. Now Madeline Tipton swings it to Laney Mears. Mears pulls up from just inside the arc, although she doesn't finish the shot. Mears trying to recover it on the far side, but it goes out of bounds. And SAU will have a chance to add on to its lead with just under a minute to go here in the first half of play. If you're a fan of fast-paced offensive basketball games, this has been the one for you. There's the pass back, looking to finish, and a beautiful play there by Zakiria Anderson. Anderson, the junior from Edwards, Mississippi, with a chance to finish off the and one opportunity. Waiting to check in is Kelsey Hawkins. Hawkins will check in, the San Antonio native taking over for Tequeza Chambers. Lainey Mears kicks it off to Samantha Watson. Watson dumps it off in turn to Joey Babel. Now Babel will kick it back out to Mears, looking for an opening. Finds Watson underneath the basket. Now Harrison contested her shots too strong. Fight for the basketball, should be a jump ball, and it will go to the SAU Mule Riders.
Well, it was good ball movement, but even better reacting defense by the Mule Riders. Ouachita swinging the pass left and right, making good passes, and SAU is right there to defend them all.
SAU is in the bonus, so any foul called on this possession will send the Mule Riders to the line. Madeline Tipton secures the miss. The Tigers will have to fire off a shot quickly. Mears from the midcourt logo, just offline to the left, and that will do it for the first half of play. An incredibly clean quarter for the SAU Mule Riders. They had 0 fouls in that period, Chris, and that's a big reason why they're leading by 6 heading into the locker room. But right now we are going to send it over to Brody Kriegel for this sideline report before the break. Brody, take it away.
Thank you, guys. Here to talk about one of the 2 senior players being honored here today, Mackenzie Schmueller. The senior biology major out of Bedford, Texas, has been a great vocal leader for the Tigers throughout her basketball career, according to Coach Robert Dalmore. And throughout the 66 games she's played, some of her top statistics include 152 points scored, 67 total rebounds, and 43 pointers made. That's all I got. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Brody. Mackenzie Schmueller, one of 2 seniors being recognized tonight alongside Grayson Williams. We've already seen Williams play, but hopefully we'll see Schmueller in action, although Chris, even when she's not immediately in the game, she always makes her presence felt on the bench for the Tigers, always cheering her teammates on. And based on what I've heard, and I'm sure you've heard this as well, she's really one of the core leaders in this program, especially when it comes to firing up the team and getting them ready for these Great American Conference matchups.
Yes, she is. Even in my headset, I can hear her yelling from the bench. And, you know, a vocal leader, a senior, gotta love it. You gotta love it. Every team's gotta have one.
Well, right now, we're going to have a performance from the Ouachita dance team, and after that, we're going to take a short break here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. But don't go anywhere. More Tiger basketball is on the way.
Tigers, your music is playing.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of Batson Signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Batson Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Batson Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Batson Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Batson Signs today to see what they can do for you.
Baseball for me just kind of was the glue that kept my family together. I feel like I was able to come here and get my triple major, as well as play a super high level of baseball against some of the best players in the country. There's a lot of options here in Division II with a lot of great ball players and a lot of great people, and they make sure that they give you every opportunity to succeed on and off the field.
I'm Rex Horn, the Interim Executive Director of the Arkansas Baptist State Convention, and today I'm joined by my friend Dylan, who is an attorney with the Arkansas Baptist Foundation with an important word for you.
The foundation is here to help you support your Ouachita Tigers. If you'd like to create an estate plan that supports Ouachita and its mission, or learn about other giving opportunities, please contact us using the information below.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry & Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
As a student athlete in college, I first got involved with the NCAA at the national level. It was through the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, SAC, gave me an opportunity to advocate on behalf of all student athletes, to affect change and to make an impact. The NCAA is giving the student athlete a platform to voice their concerns and to be able to advocate for what's going to affect their well-being. The policies that are being put in place are speaking towards academics, they're speaking towards well-being, they're speaking towards fairness, creating a culture so that the student athletes have the best experience as possible.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
in life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
My nail tech knows how to keep it a little secret. I don't wish for my success, I speak it. I caught a buzz and you did too, but you tweaking. I look like I've been getting money, how reeking. You smell me, that's LV.
I knew I would be undersized, and I would be in the minority in a lot of areas. I had my AAU coaches constantly telling me that and telling me that work ethic had to always outbeat because you're going to be smaller, you're going to be like probably the shortest one on the court in most areas.
I'm super hard on myself, so if I do get low, it's about myself. You know, when momentum is going in our way, I don't let that get in my head and get a big head. I like to just stay calm. You need people that like to get hype, I guess, but you also need the people that can keep everyone level and, you know, keep everybody else calm too.
I think sacrifice is putting your ego and your pride aside for someone else. And so I think that was like the hardest thing that I've like had to do, like being on this team, was just to accept my role and to understand that like every role in a team is important and that no one's less than someone else just because they might not get 20 minutes on the court or score like a bunch of threes. So
I was never like the best player, and I always, you know, like eighth and ninth grade, I kind of sat the bench. 10th grade, even getting to high school, I sat the bench a lot, and so it just really motivated me to just keep working and keep getting better, and to just, I had my own journey, and I knew that everyone has their different journeys, and it's just been cool to see myself get better year after year, and now be good enough to play at the college level.
My identity, because a lot of people see me as a basketball player, and sometimes I let that affect me, and I gotta realize that I'm also just a normal human being and a person. So I feel like that's one of the biggest things that I face. Threes. Shoot the three. Shoot the pull up, everything offense.
Close and they let it go while I reload. Like, TSA just opened my book bag up and my chain hitting like. King's back in his hometown when them wheels hit and I touch down, nigga. She down low, 3-point stands. I'm back there doing jack dance like.
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
Food isn't just fuel to live, it's fuel to grow. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater and the arts as a child, which fostered my love for acting. The Feeding America network of food banks helps millions of people put food on the table. When people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger, and together we can open endless possibilities for people to thrive. Visit feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Captain Henderson House. We're a home to call your very own when you're away from yours, with a porch to end your night on, surrounded by friends, sharing stories and old times, and a yard with memories of summertime weddings and picnics after the game. We are so thankful for the life this house has seen for nearly 150 years. Come stay with us and join in on our stories. Captain Henderson House, Inn and Events.
At Taylor King Law, we understand that being injured can be a stressful and overwhelming experience.
And that's why we're here to help you every step of the way.
As your dedicated legal team, we'll stand by your side when you're being ignored.
We'll be on your side to fight for the compensation you deserve.
Don't let the insurance companies intimidate you. Let us go to work for you.
Call us today and let us help you get back on the road to recovery.
On your side, by your side. When you've been injured, we're here for you.
I've heard people say, oh, a cheetah. Oh.
Welcome back to Bill Vining Arena, where we are just about ready for more Tiger basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Although, Chris, before we go into the stats from that first half, we do have to give a shout out to the Fab Faculty 5 for winning the 3-on-3 challenge with the men of Rho Sigma tonight. On the team for the Fab 5, none other than our own Chris Babb.
Yeah, he didn't score anything, but he dished out a lot of, he was dropping dimes. I admit he was dropping dimes. We know he's a shooter, so they also knew he was a shooter, so they made sure he didn't have any separation. But I was really impressed with Dr. Motley. Dr. Austin Motley did an excellent job. Well, am I that impressed? I've seen him play a couple other times. He's pretty good, but yeah, that was a lot of fun, a lot of great halftime entertainment. And there's the legend himself walking right by our table.
Well, we are just about ready for more Tiger basketball. As you saw the stats just a moment ago, Ouachita shot the ball well in the first half, over 50% at 14 of 26, although they will be looking to limit the turnovers. A vast improvement between the first quarter and the second. 10 turnovers committed as a team in quarter number 1, but just 4 in quarter number 2. The Tigers will look to lower that number even further here in the final 20 minutes of the contest. Babel facing some tough pressure. Watson going to kick it over to Laney Mears. Just 3 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Babel going right to the hoop and finishes with ease at the rim. Ouachita has the first points of the second half, although SAU will look to get them right back. Babel providing some strong defense. However, she was the last person to touch it before the ball went out of bounds. Babel.
It's going to be close to 5. Yep.
Yep, and that's the second time that's happened here tonight. SAU has been giving Ouachita fits with the full court press, but Ouachita has countered with its own excellent inbound defense.
Yep, in a situation like that, you have to call a timeout or maybe throw it off of somebody, but really call a timeout. Don't throw it off somebody, because that's going to be a turnover on you. Don't listen to me.
Samantha Watson kicks it to the corner, contested for Madeline Tipton, takes a high spin, but Babel's right there for the offensive board. Laney Mears can't hit the second triple attempt of this possession, and SAU will take it the other way. Clemens kicks it to Morris. Morris looking for a teammate and finds Chambers. Drive to the left side. It's deflected, in fact rejected by Abby Harrison.
Well, that's one of the benefits of having 6'3" Abby Harrison on your roster and on the floor. It's her second block of the game.
Tequeza Chambers inbounds it to Diamond Morris, and despite the contested shot, it goes down. SAU has its first points of the second half. Laney Mears loses a handle on the basketball, and it's going right back the Mule Riders' way.
Well, that ends up being a Ouachita turnover. But if you just scratch the turnover, if she just kept her handle, that's an easy basket. SAU has to get back a lot quicker.
Trimmy kicks it off to Marley Bright. Now Clemens looking for the backdoor pass, and Chambers able to finish with a friendly roll of the basketball. SAU's lead up to 8.
Well, for the Mule Riders, they have so many different players that can pass at that position, and that's going to be an illegal screen by Harrison, but they have so many players that can make that backdoor pass, which is, trust me, not an easy pass to make at all, but it's been working beautifully in this game.
That's certainly been the Mule Riders' bread and butter, and when you have talented forwards like Jessica Clemens and Sahira Reese, definitely have a lot of options down low. Clemens dumps it off to Chambers. Chambers tries to pass it, but it was the last touch by the Mule Riders. A turnover for the visiting SAU. Babel able to find Laney Mears on the inbound. The junior from Valonia, Arkansas, dumps it off inside. Here's the shot from the corner, contested, won't go. We've got a foul on the floor. Ruled on number 1, Tequeza Chambers.
Well, it was a good look by Tipton. She had 4 threes in that first half. They're just trying to get her back into a rhythm.
Stays with Ouachita after that last pass was contested. Joey Babel being guarded by Diamond Morris, the former Sheridan Yellow Jacket. Tipton from the corner, nothing but net for Tipton, and she's back online from deep.
Yep, like I mentioned, just got to get her back into a rhythm. That's her 5th triple.
Diamond Morris.
Hey, that was a good foul by Watson. Morris had to step on her. Just make sure that, without a doubt, she cannot make a single basket, prevents a 3-point play.
First shot will go for the senior guard. She's perfect on her second as well. Watson being double teamed. Finds Madeline Tipton. There's the pass down to Joey Babel. Babel looking for Harrison. Harrison posting up. Ball is almost stripped away, but Babel does recover. Tipton from the corner. Nothing doing that time for the SAU defense. Tipton with strong defense in her face. It doesn't matter. She's got her 6th make from 3-point range tonight. SAU looking to answer back with a triple of its own, but that shot won't go, and Ouachita brings it up the floor. Watson looking to finish with the right hand and sinks the bucket while drawing the foul.
Well, in the previous Ouachita possession, it was a great 3 by Tipton. But looking here, Watson not a right-handed player at all, so she's got a lot of room to roam with that right hand and just got it to go. Nice work with the offhand. But for Tipton, that 6-3 is now her career high for 3-pointers made in a single game, and we're not even through 3 quarters yet.
Morris pulls up from deep. Her shot won't go. And Babel secures the board.
Yeah, they're comfortable with her taking that shot, just a 26% shooter.
Tussle for the basketball, and looked like Chloe Wilbanks just got a bit too aggressive and actually grabbed Laney Mears' arm going for the basketball. We'll take another look here. There you can see the arm got hooked a little bit and plenty of contact. That's enough for the foul to be called. Ball is stolen away. Mule Riders in transition, and Morris. Flawless right-hand finish to make this a 3-point game. SAU going back to the press, but Lainey Mears able to break it with ease. She's going right to the hoop. Winfrey in the corner, and we're all even at 50. With that, SAU is going to take a moment to talk things over. As the teams take a break on the floor, we're going to take a break ourselves, but not before we have a sideline report from Brody Kriegel, who is making his way over to the right baseline right now. Brody, what do you have for us?
Standings. Although some of the top spots are already clinched, including top-ranked Southern Nazarene at #1, something that I will take note of is that both Ouachita and Southern Arkansas are fighting for spots to compete in the tournament. And we can see, as both their play here tonight has shown, they're fighting as if championship stakes are on the line. That's all I got. Back to you guys.
All right, well, thank you so much, Brody. And Chris, he's right. There is a lot on the line in tonight's game for both of these teams, but also plenty of talent on both sides.
Yeah, I mean, of course, this is senior night. Typically, you want to have fun. You want your seniors, your freshmen, it doesn't matter. You want them to have fun. It is the last home game of the season. But for Ouachita, it means a heck of a lot more right now, as they're still fighting. They only have one more regular season game left on the schedule. If they get a win here over a team that's also trying to fight to stay alive and play in the postseason, it's going to be magnificent.
Looks like we are just about ready to resume action here at Bill Vining Arena. It will be SAU basketball, as we went to the break with a triple from none other than Audrey Winfrey. There's the inbound to Zykeria Anderson. She's going to bring it up herself for SAU. Kick it out to the corner, but it's stolen away. Babel looking to track it down, able to save the basketball, but it ends up hitting the back of the backboard.
Yeah, Tipton just let her way too much there. Gave too much room, overthrew her there.
Anderson. Now it'll be Morris. Guarded by Winfrey. Finds her way around, but can't get the finish, and Morris is actually going to be charged. Actually, no, the foul will be charged to Sahira Reese. That should be her first foul of the contest. Indeed it is. And now we have a media timeout on the floor with 4:49 remaining in the third quarter of play. We're all knotted up at 50. This is senior night and leap day here at Bill Vining Arena. And it's brought to you by the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
At Taylor King Law, we understand that being injured can be a stressful and overwhelming experience.
And that's why we're here to help you every step of the way.
As your dedicated legal team, we'll stand by your side when you're being ignored.
We'll be on your side to fight for the compensation you deserve.
Don't let the insurance companies intimidate you. Let us go to work for you.
Call us today and let us help you get back on the road to recovery.
On your side, by your side. When you've been injured, we're here for you.
At
Berry and Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry and Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry and Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
Welcome back to Tiger Basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. All knotted up at 50 here at Bill Vining Arena. And tonight for Ouachita, the story has been Madeline Tipton. 22 points on the contest, including 6 makes from 3. And she's got another basket here from just inside the arc to bring it up to 24 points.
On the flip side of things, Diamond Morris is leading the Mule Riders with 12 points of her own. As this shot is taken from deep, it won't go, and Madeline Tipton secures the board. Shots contested, and it will bounce out of bounds. Madeline Tipton thought she was hacked on the arm. It will be SAU basketball, however. Anderson bringing it up for the Mule Riders. She finds Addie Trimmy. Trimmy, in turn, passing it off to Morris. And now Reese. Kicks it back to Morris. Reese looking to drive. Dragged her feet a little bit there, and that's going to result in a Mule Rider turnover.
Yeah, they don't rely on Reese a lot of times to create offense, only averaging about 4 points per game. So definitely putting her in a sort of an uncomfortable situation, and that's exactly what Ouachita wants to happen.
SAU has held the lead for most of the evening, although Ouachita currently touts the advantage. It's a full court press from the Mule Riders. Aggressive defense from SAU. Fairless finds Winfrey. Winfrey kicking it out. Madeline Tipton looking to drive. Left-hand finish will go.
And do keep in mind, her career high, which was set earlier this year against Harding, is 28. She's 2 away from tying it.
Chambers kicks it out. Looking for a teammate down low. It's a miscommunication, and Watson will take it the other way. Tipton trying to pass it down low to Fairless, but it's stolen away. Good cutoff there from Sahira Reese. In transition, loses the handle on the basketball. The entire SAU crowd wanted a foul, but it's just ruled to be out of bounds. Set to inbound it for the Mule Riders, it'll be the freshman guard Layla Carter. Carter, originally from Vicksburg, Mississippi. She has the ball now, finds her teammate Chambers, who in turn finds Reese. There's the screen. Spin move inside, looking to find her teammate on the right block. Shot won't go for Reese, as it was tightly guarded that time by Ouachita's interior. Watson got a foul called off the ball, and it should be ruled on Layla Carter.
Yeah, Babel hit the deck right away. Be able to look at it. Winfrey on the drive, and on the left side, yep, Carter ran right into Babel as she was setting that screen and just kind of knocked her right to the ground.
First shot will go for the former BB Badger. Sophomore guard gets set for her second shot, and it's just as good as the first. Ouachita's lead up to 6.
For as physical of a game as this has been, I mean, Ouachita, they're perfect from the free throw line, but they've only taken 7 free throws as a team.
Ball stolen away, contested shot will fall for Sahira Reese. The sophomore is headed to the line for one more.
Now, Reese is a 40% free throw shooter, so it's not somebody that the Tigers mind at all at the free throw line. Form looked good there.
It's just a one-possession ball game. Ouachita clinging on to a small lead, and that's going to be a push-off ruled on Joey Babel.
Now the Mule Rider crowd their makeshift student section has really gotten into this game now.
Plenty of fans in blue tonight making the trip up from Magnolia. And they're being treated to a great contest. SAU with a chance to tie here with a triple. We'll see if that's the shot they looked for. Chambers gets it down to Reese. Reese going to take it herself right up the middle. Babel is going to be called for a blocking foul. Couldn't quite get set in time.
Well, that was a huge collision. Take a look at it here. Reese driving in. Babel. She might have had a foot in the restricted area, so it's kind of hard to tell from that angle. There's a mistake. Morris came in a little bit too quickly. And now both sides not happy at all with what's going on. I don't know if I think the official is going to let Morris back into the game a little prematurely.
First shot is perfect for Zahira Reese. Looking to make it 3 straight attempts made. That's exactly what she does. It rattles around. But the forward will get the shooter's roll, and it's now a 1-point contest. Mears taking it up for the Tigers. Going all the way around, tries to find Babel on the baseline. Gets some good positioning. It's contested and just a bit short. 3 Mule Riders down there in the key, and it results in a jump ball. Unfortunately for the Tigers, the possession arrow is pointing in SAU's direction.
It was a great job by Reese just throwing a hand up there. Babel had to hang. And Harrison should not have even brought down that ball, because that makes it so much easier for the shorter players to grab a hold of it. She should have just kept it up, and if they were trying to get the ball, they'd just end up whacking her arm, and she'd possibly have some free throws.
Home crowd getting fired up in this 1-point affair. Shot from just inside the arc won't go. Chambers fights for the offensive board. Her team comes up with it. Morris finds Clemens. Now Trimmy going to the right, guarded by the senior Williams. Shots contested. Another opportunity for SAU. This one won't go, and Lainey Mears tried to secure the board, but it bounces out of bounds off of her left hand, and it will stay with the Mule Riders.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of Trimmy tonight. She's only played a handful of minutes, but when she's in, I mean, she's the second best shooter in the conference, top 20 in the country. So she's definitely someone you want to keep an eye on.
There's the dump off to Chambers. Chambers looking to go underneath. Her shot will not go, but she still fights for the offensive board. Fairless trying to struggle for that offensive rebound, and she finally gets it, but plenty of pressure from SAU. Babel kicks it out to Mears. Pass down low. Fairless not quite able to finish. Another opportunity. This one will go. And happy birthday once again to Grayson Fairless. She's headed to the line for one more.
But you can see she got open. Can't get it one time. Tries again. See the contact on the arm. And she's going to convert it.
Shot clock is dead here in the third quarter of play. SAU can hold it for the last shot. Although the Mule Riders will almost undoubtedly trail going into the final quarter of play. A chance to cut the deficit. And an easy trip to the lane that time by Zakiria Anderson. That's going to do it for the third quarter of play. But we have got a great finish shaping up here at Bill Vining Arena. Your score heading into the final 10 minutes. Ouachita 59, SAU 57. You're watching Leap Day and Senior Night basketball here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
Owned by OBU alumni, Java Primo is the official coffee house of Ouachita Tiger football. At Java Primo, amazing coffee is just the beginning. Try our great options at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and don't forget about our amazing desserts. Also, shop Java Primo's gift selection 24/7 online at javaprimo.com.
Go Tigers! Go Tigers!
Welcome back to Tiger Basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. This is Chase Hartzell, joined by Chris Gay. And Chris, you couldn't ask for a much better matchup to finish off the home slate of the 2023-2024 season. Right now, Ouachita looking to hang on to a tight lead against a very talented SAU squad.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to Madeline Tipton. She's got 26 points, 2 away from tying her career high, but she has really carried this Tiger team. Of course, 10 points from Grayson Fairless has also helped off the bench for Ouachita. We'll see if some of their other playmakers can get going here.
Madeline Tipton pump fakes from very deep three-point range. Trying to post up now against Diamond Morris, and a good shot from the mid-range. And if I'm not mistaken, Chris, she just tied a career high.
You're not mistaken at all. She did. 28 points is a career high, which she set earlier this year against Harding.
Well, she will look to add to that total before the night is done, as Ouachita currently has just a 4-point lead. Shot from Trimmy, can't go, and the SAU crowd was on its feet. It was a beautiful move from Trimmy to set up that open look, but couldn't quite finish. Can Mears finish here? Yes, she can. Nothing but net. And a foul is called after the play. I believe that is going to be called on Zakiria Anderson.
Yeah, it was. She gave a little shoulder bump to Babel, who was kind of setting the screen.
That's a costly mistake, as it gives Ouachita the basketball right back.
Yeah, so you count the deep triple, and you give, you know, maybe a possibility that Ouachita goes up with another 3 here. They can possibly make this a double-digit lead.
Joey Babel looking to drive to the right side. Cut off by Chambers. She finds Madeline Tipton. Tipton posting up, fade away from mid-range. Almost a new career high, but that one just rims out. Wilbanks kicks it off to Reese. Pass to the corner. Now Diamond Morris is going to dump it back off to Sahira Reese. She pulls up from the elbow, rims in and out. Fight for the basketball is won by Ouachita. Joey Babel securing the board. Williams on the other end. The senior kicks it out to Lainey Mears. Now a pass down low to Grayson Fairless. Tight quarters, but it is no issue for the 20-year-old, as she is going to finish this play to take us to the next timeout. Another highlight reel play for Grayson Fairless on her 20th birthday on this special Leap Day edition of Tiger Basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. And there you get a look at Coach Robert Dallimore talking things over with his team. He would love nothing more than to finish off the home slate of this season with a win, because, Chris, not only would it give the Tigers that great feeling of defending their home court in their final battle in front of the home fans, but it would also help their chances of making it to the Great American Conference Tournament.
Yeah, and of course an SAU loss would mean that they possibly fall down a rank and Ouachita gets to move up, take their spot. Of course, Ouachita sitting number 9 in the conference, and then I'm pretty sure there's like a 3-way tie for 6th place or 7th place. And SAU is one of those teams that's tied. So this game has a lot of implications. far as postseason goes.
And the thing is that it really tells is these are two teams that are on the fringes. You've seen how much talent there is here tonight. These are two teams that are on the fringes of making the conference tournament. Really speaks to the strength of the conference this season in particular. As I mentioned earlier, 3 teams are currently in the top 10 for the regional rankings. And I wouldn't be surprised if it stays that way through the end of the regular season and perhaps even into tournament play.
No, I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, this conference from 1 through 12, all of those teams really give the other a run for their money every single night.
Wilbanks taking the ball up the floor for SAU, guarded by Laney Mears. Reese can't find the teammate she wanted, goes for the pass underneath, but it is deflected by Joey Babel. Good, strong finish underneath, though. Credit the 2 to Tequeza Chambers. Meanwhile, the shot clock never reset. There's only 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, I don't think we'd had a problem this whole half up until that point. Yeah, stoppages and play like this always make the crowd a little restless. Yeah, they're going to have to take a look at it. They're probably going to come over to the monitor here. They're going to have to take a look to see exactly maybe when the clock is supposed to start, when. So can't tell exactly what they're looking for, but I imagine once we come out of the break, Grayson Williams is going to have it on the sideline.
Well, the good news for the fans at home is that they are going to see exactly what the officials see on the monitor, because we are doing double duty tonight as both the replay team and the official broadcast team for tonight's matchup. The officiating squad currently communicating with our trailer to get a look back at that last possession. While they look things over, we do want to thank you again for tuning in to this presentation of Tiger Basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. This is a student-led broadcast out of the Rogers Department of Communications right here at Ouachita Baptist University. And Chris and I have had the privilege of getting to announce these games and help bring them to your homes for the last few years, enjoying our last night of Tiger Basketball here at Bill Vining Arena as OSDN members. But we are so glad that you joined us, whether you are rooting for the Tigers, whether you are rooting for the Mule Riders, or whether you just wanted to catch some good basketball on this Thursday evening. We are so glad that you are with us.
Hey, and you're catching a good one tonight. I mean, this has been a fantastic game so far.
Still plenty of basketball left to be played. Exactly how much basketball there is left to be played, we'll see in just a moment. The game clock should stay the same. It's a matter of where was the shot clock, because the shot clock kept running underneath 10 seconds.
25 seconds. Okay, like 5 seconds to get it across.
25 seconds on the shot clock for the Tigers. So they will have 5 seconds to get it across the mid-court line. Grayson Williams set to inbound it for Ouachita, and I don't think we mentioned it yet, Chris, but she's facing off against a couple other former ULM Warhawks in the form of Tequeza Chambers as well as Chloe Wilbanks. They both started off their careers as Warhawks as well.
Yeah, and they've all had fantastic nights so far.
Madeline Tipton sinks the shot and make it a career-high 30 points for the Bologna native.
That's got to feel good, especially starting off the season kind of rough. She's really picked up her play in Heidi Robinson's absence.
Well, speaking of the former ULM Warhawk, Tequeza Chambers, she sinks a basket on the other end, and it is once again a 7-point lead. Another ULM Warhawk in the form of Grayson Williams is going to pass it to Grayson Fairless. Drive underneath the basket, able to draw contact, and she will head to the line for 2.
Yeah, Reese wasn't a fan of that call, but Grayson Fairless is, in just her 2 years here, has really done a great job at figuring out how to draw contact. Doesn't matter who's on her, doesn't matter how good of a defender you are in the low post. She's going to back you down under the basket like she does here. And, yep, she had her hand all over the arm there. It was an easy call.
Fairless bounces it off the front iron to make it an even 70 for the night on the Tigers. Tigers lead by 9 points as Diamond Morris looks to pull it from mid-range, no issue. Hits the shot from the elbow, and it's certainly a 7-point game for the Mule Riders.
Well, that lax defense is gonna work on Reese, but not on Morris, who can really shoot that mid-range shot really well.
Samantha Watson with a strong finish, in fact, a bit too strong, and basketball came roaring back. Nothing intentional.
Yeah, Watson went over to Morris and said, my bad. Trying to clear some things up.
You can tell right here, just doing her best to save it. It all been ruled out of bounds, but that was a line drive.
Yowzers.
Morris standing at the free throw line. She has been the leading scorer tonight for the Mule Riders. She's going to have a chance to add on here. Bounces around, can't get the shooter's roll, and Ouachita takes it the other way. Babel in transition, kicks it out to Madeline Tipton. Contested three, will not go off the back iron. Saved, but SAU does come up with the basketball. Morris kicks it out to the corner. Chambers going to pull up from mid-range and sinks it to make it a 5-point game. SAU is not going away without a fight. The Magnolia crowd getting loud here at Bill Vining Arena. They want to see their Mule Riders pull off the victory in hostile territory. Ouachita wanting to finish off the home slate of its season on a high note. Meanwhile, this tie-up is going to result in a jump ball, and for SAU, that means they have possession.
Yeah, they've picked up the individual man-to-man press here. And now it's starting to work a little bit better. Ouachita needs to keep their ball handlers back so they're not having to constantly try to dribble out of the press.
Bright going to kick it out to Trimmy. Now Trimmy back to Bright. Diamond Morris trying to create some separation. Her backdoor pass is stolen away, but it's a tussle for the basketball. Should be ruled a jump ball.
Yeah, it'll be Tiger basketball, and the amount of times we've seen each player hit the deck, I mean, I think every player has hit the ground at least 2 or 3 times in this game.
Coach Adam Collins was fired up after that last possession. He wants his Mule Riders to stay disciplined. Meanwhile, a quick foul.
Well, it's just the first team foul by Ouachita, but that's not where you want to commit the foul. Babel, you can see Winfrey going for the steal. That's just not where you want to foul when you're on the court.
Heard some "We Want Mac" chants starting to fire up on the opposite side as Morris's shot will not go from just inside the arc. Mears taking it the other way. Madeline Tipton able to finish with the left hand, and her career night will continue to get better. 32 points for the sophomore.
Yeah, they'll cut her off at the perimeter, but she's such a great slasher, can get inside, create. She's hit a few turnaround jump shots and had a lot of layups taking on contact, and can, of course, blow right past the defender.
Well, as we get set for this next inbound, what a night it has been for Madeline Tipton as she will head over to the bench. It's really been a couple strong weeks for Valonia natives here with Ouachita. Lainey Mears reaching 1,000 career points. just a couple games ago against Henderson State, and now Madeline Tipton with 32 here tonight. The Eagles basketball program has certainly served as a reservoir of talent for the Tigers over the last couple of years. Both of these young ladies representing their alma mater well.
Well, something Ouachita's doing better, they're anticipating that backdoor pass each time.
Subbing in for the Tigers, number 23, Madeline Tipton. Subbing out for 2, Audrey Winfrey.
Left-hand finish will go for Tequeza Chambers. And again, still anybody's ball game with just under 4 minutes to go.
Well, that was one of the rare occurrences of Ouachita not doing well defending the backcourt pass or the backdoor pass in the second half.
So with 3:50 remaining in regulation, your score is Ouachita 72, SAU 67. With that, we are going to have a sideline report from Brody Kriegel. He is making his way over to the baseline right now. And we will hear from him in just a moment. Brody, take it away.
Thank you, Chase. Here to talk about the last senior being honored here tonight at Bill Vining Arena, Grayson Williams. The McKinney, Texas native who transferred out of Louisiana Monroe has made a big impact in her Ouachita career. Most notably, her defensive play, having 61 steals and 175 total rebounds. Both Mackenzie Schmuller and Grayson Williams will be deeply missed, and their leadership will inspire future Lady Tiger basketball players. That's all I got. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Brody. Grayson Williams was on the floor just moments ago. She has checked out, at least for the moment. Ouachita trying to hang on for an exciting senior night victory over a natural state rival in the form of SAU. Madeline Tipton looking to continue her career night. Can't get the finish this time, but Grayson Fairless right there for the finish, and she's headed to the line for 2.
Yeah, it was definitely a tough shot. It was good defense by Wilbanks, making it tough there, and a little tap on the elbow. But Fairless gets a couple of free throws here.
Second shot will not go for Fairless, and looks like there's a foul called on Madeline Tipton. That'll be her second personal foul of the night.
And for as physical as this game has been, neither team has anybody in real foul trouble. Now Fairless and Winfrey both with 3 fouls for Ouachita, but that's it outside of that.
It's physical, but it's a contained physicality. Meanwhile, Diamond Morris can't contain the basketball, and it's going to be an SAU turnover.
Again, Ouachita's done a much better job recovering and reacting to that off-ball movement by the Mule Riders.
Grayson Williams going to back it up here, let the offense develop. SAU has applied plenty of pressure, but Ouachita has found a way to resist. Samantha Watson looking to pass it to Tipton. Tipton, she's got the hot hand tonight. Spin move down low, looking to finish. She's got the and one. It's the night that keeps on giving for the Bologna native. She's up to 34 points.
To the line for the Tigers, number 23, Madeline Tipton.
And you just love to see the energy from the players, and it's infecting the fans. Just a great turnout we have. Can't see everybody behind us, but we've had a great fan turnout here at Bill Vining Arena.
and a bench warning has been issued to SAU head coach Adam Collins moving forward. He's continuing to have a discussion with the official. Now both sides retreating to their respective areas. Another turnover for SAU, and Ouachita in transition. Some aggressive defense, and SAU does come up with the turnover. Credit the steal to Chambers. She'll take it up herself, kicks it to the corner. Quick fire, won't go.
Yeah, Ouachita's just got to calm down here. They don't have to do anything drastic. They will draw some contact, but you can tell Coach Dallimore just telling Mears to slow down. But you do send one of the best free throw shooters in the country to the charity stripe. She's the second best free throw shooter by percentage in the entire nation as far as Division II goes. Shooting just over 92% on the year.
And Mears is perfect from the line. Now a double-digit lead for the Tigers, their first double-digit advantage of the night. SAU running out of time. A comeback is not out of the realm of possibility, but the Mule Riders will have to move with some urgency.
And they got to get that outside shot back into rhythm.
Morris can't hit her triple. Babel secures the board. There's the pass to Lainey Mears. Mears with the crossover. Kicks it out to Madeline Tipton, who in turn gets it to Babel.
Yeah, Dallimore's just telling them to spread out. Calm down, just move the ball around a little bit. You got time. You don't have to try anything drastic.
Time is an ally to the Tigers, who are leading by 11. Williams going to take it to the hoop. And the seniors got the finish for two. That gets the home crowd on its feet, and Ouachita's lead is up to a lucky 13 points. Mears tries to steal the ball away, but gets drawn off the dribbler. Meanwhile, almost an and one opportunity for Taquaza Chambers.
Yeah, Babel was not happy with that call right there. She thought she played really good defense and didn't know what more she could do in that situation. I think she kind of went a little low at the waist, at Chambers' waist, and sometimes they're going to call that.
So Grayson Williams will check out with 80 seconds remaining. That may be the last time that she steps on the floor at Bill Vining Arena, but senior night is full of surprises, and Mackenzie Schillmuller just made a move up the bench. We might see the seniors finish out this game on the floor.
Ouachita's just got to take care of the basketball before they can do any of that.
The We Want Mac chants continuing to erupt at Bill Vining Arena. Plenty of pressure. And Watson going to head back over to the sideline after Coach Dallimore called the timeout. So with 1:10 remaining here in regulation, your score is Ouachita 80, SAU 69. We're going to stay right here, though, Chris, to talk about what an amazing game this has been for the Tigers. They faced the full court press throughout the ball game, struggled with it early, but down the stretch, managed to limit the turnovers. Some excellent shooting from the field. Of course, you can't go without talking about Madeline Tipton, who finishes with over 30 points in a career-high effort. But also, the seniors have gotten involved as well. Grayson Williams getting 2 points just a few moments ago, and it looks like we are going to see Mackenzie Schillmuller sooner rather than later as the crowd continues to erupt with the We Want Mac chants.
And you can tell she's got a little smirk, trying to hide it a little bit. That's got to feel good when the entire student body is wanting you to get into the ball game. And looks like for now she's going to stay out, but I imagine we might see her come in, assuming Ouachita can just take care of the basketball, make the right plays.
The chants are going to continue, erupting louder than ever. Meanwhile, Joey Babel trying to maintain possession here. Just 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Tipton going to pull up from deep, trying to bank it but can't get it to go. Struggle for the basketball. It does go out of bounds though, and it will be SAU basketball. Now Grayson Williams will check back in for Ouachita. Schillmuller has made her way to the head of the bench.
Yeah, the crowd, I could tell behind us, getting a little restless whenever Schillmuller wasn't put into the game in that situation.
Bright looking to finish, and Williams unfortunately going to get a blocking foul called here.
Yeah, she might have had a foot in the restricted area.
Sign of respect between the two seniors, Schillmuller and Williams, as the first shot will go down for Marley Bright. Second shot rattles around, and Bright will get the shooter's roll. 30.9 seconds remaining.
Well, the We Want Mac chant is still going on, but it's a single-digit game right now.
Ouachita's running out of time to get it across midcourt. And the Tigers probably going to hold it for the last shot, as there is less than 1 second separating the shot and game clock. Meanwhile, got a foul called, or not a foul called, excuse me, but we're going to have Madeline Tipton check into the ball game. Actually, Madeline Tipton has to adjust her hearing aids, and that's going to allow Mackenzie Schillmuller to get her well-deserved due, and she's going to get a standing ovation from the home crowd.
Well, Tipton's going to come back in. She just had to adjust something, but Grayson Fairless is going to check out. And that's got to feel good. Just 10 seconds into the game, but Schillmuller's going to be playing her last game here at Bill Vining Arena. Probably in front of plenty of friends and family. It's got to feel great.
Schillmuller getting a standing ovation from her family and friends. And Samantha Watson just going to pull it back. She's going to pull up for three and sinks it. Nothing but net. Talk about a highlight finish to senior night at Bill Vining Arena. Bill Vining Arena has come unglued.
And we are both on our feet right now. What a shot.
That is going to do it for this senior night edition of Tiger Basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Mackenzie Schillmuller mobbed by her teammates. She hits the contested three to finish off her career as a Ouachita Tiger here on her home floor. Chris, you couldn't write a script much better than that.
No, you couldn't. What a shot. Perfect. A perfect ending to a perfect night here at Bill Vining Arena. Wow, what a finish.
What a game, as fans are still on their feet. Mackenzie's family wiping tears away from their eyes. They were giving their loved one a standing ovation. For someone who has been a vocal leader on this team, but one who hasn't gotten to play as much, you couldn't ask for a much better conclusion to this ball game at Bill Vining Arena. Grayson Williams got to make some big plays. Mackenzie Schillmuller checks in for just 10 seconds, but makes her presence felt, drilling the triple to finish off a double-digit win for the Tigers. Again, Schillmuller receiving a strong embrace from her teammates. And she is about to make her final Tiger Walk of victory through the crowd. Grayson Williams also getting hugs from Heidi Robinson. Now, a group team picture taken by Dr. Wesley Cluck. And fans, we do want to remind you to not go anywhere because we are going to have these senior night festivities here in just a moment, as well as an interview with Coach Robert Dallimore. But now it's time to do the Tiger Walk. All right, so we've actually had a little bit of an audible call here by Coach Robert Dallimore. Instead of coming over himself to talk with us, we're actually going to have some special guests here as Mackenzie Schillmoeller and Grayson Williams will be joining us for an interview as soon as they finish up the Tiger Walk. It looks like we are just about ready for the senior night celebration here at Bill Vining Arena. Again, being recognized tonight, it'll be Mackenzie Schillmoeller and Grayson Williams. The Tiger underclassmen currently receiving the special frames that will be given to the seniors in recognition of all their hard work with the program over the past couple of years. And once they finished up that celebration,
here at Washita Baptist University, and we would like to recognize our student athletes who have given so much of themselves.
we will have
to
interviews
excel.
with the seniors being
Both in the
recognized.
classroom
Right now, we are
and
going to
in
turn it
their
over, though, to Dr.
respective
Casey
sports.
Modal
Each of
for
the
tonight's
students who
senior
are about
night
to meet
ceremony.
tonight are ambassadors for Washita Baptist University, and they're outstanding examples of the servant leadership that defines the Washita experience. And now, please welcome the 2024 Washita Cheer, Women's Basketball, and Men's Basketball graduating class. First, from OBU Cheer, Kenzie Cresswell, a business administration and entrepreneurship major from North Little Rock. Kenzie is a 4-year veteran of Washita Cheer. She is also a member of the Women of EEE. After graduation, Kenzie plans to earn her real estate license and sell residential property. Kenzie is escorted this evening by her parents, Sean and Kim Cresswell. Let's hear it for Kenzie Cresswell. Our next senior, Kennedy Johnson, a biology major from Fayetteville, Arkansas. Kennedy is a 4-year veteran of Washita Cheer, leading the team as sophomore captain, junior co-captain, and this year as captain. She is a member of the Women of EEE, a tutor for the Academic Success Center, and she has worked in the Washita Health Services Clinic. She's involved in the Carl Goodson Honors Program and the Washita Student Foundation. Kennedy is escorted this evening by her parents, Tina and Robert Johnson. Put your paws together for Kennedy Johnson. Our next senior is Anna Claire Newman, a biology and psychology double major from Greenbrier, Arkansas. Anna Claire is a 4-year veteran of Washita Cheer. She is a member of the Women of Chi Delta, for whom she served as a Tiger Tunes director. She's also a member of the Psi Chi National Psychology Honors Society. After graduation, she plans to pursue graduate work in environmental studies. Anna Claire is escorted this evening by her parents, Rick and Kim Newman. Let's hear it for Anna Claire Newman. Our final senior for Ouachita cheer, Lane Wilson. A Christian Studies major emphasizing biblical studies and theology from Little Rock. Lane is a 3-year veteran of Ouachita cheer. Lane has served as a campus ministries refuge speaker, an intern at Park Hill Baptist Church of Arkadelphia, and she is a member of the Women of EEE. After graduation, Lane plans to go into ministry. She is escorted this evening by her parents, Shannon and Tony Wilson. Give it up for Lane Wilson. We now turn to the seniors of Ouachita women's basketball. We begin with guard number 14, Mackenzie Schillmoeller. A biology major from Bedford, Texas, Mackenzie is a 4-year veteran of Ouachita women's basketball. In 65 games, she has 152 points, scoring on 32% shooting coming into tonight. Mackenzie is a member of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, a leader in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, a member of the Ouachita Student Foundation, and a sweetheart for the men of Rho Sigma. She has been named to the Ouachita Dean's List 5 times, the Ouachita President's List, and for the 2022-23 school year, she was named to the All-Ouachita Academic Team and the Great American Conference All-Academic Team. Mackenzie plans to further her education in nursing school after graduation, but she says she will always be the mom of Ouachita women's basketball. She is escorted this evening by her parents, Marty and Melanie Schillmoeller, and her sister, Madeline Schillmoeller. Mackenzie Schillmoeller, Tiger Nation. Our next senior for women's basketball, a guard number 24, Grayson Williams. A biology major from McKinney, Texas. Grayson has played for 2 seasons with the Tigers after transferring from the University of Louisiana Monroe in 2022. In 52 games and 24 starts, she has posted single-game highs in rebounds, assists, and steals. Grayson has been named to the Ouachita Dean's List 3 times, and she is a member of the Great American Conference All-Academic Team. She, too, is a Rho Sigma sweetheart, and she plans to become a physician's assistant after graduation. Grayson is escorted this evening by her parents, Steve and Karen Williams. Grayson Williams. And finally, we turn to the seniors for Ouachita men's basketball. We begin with guard number 35, Kobe Dunlap. A kinesiology and sports administration major from Greenbrier, Arkansas. Kobe is a 4-year veteran of Ouachita men's basketball, playing in 80 games while starting 12. In that time, he has 359 points, scored on 33% shooting from the field, and 83% from the free throw line. This season, Kobe put up a single-game high of 22 points against Ecclesia College in November. He plans to coach high school basketball following graduation. Kobe is escorted this evening by his parents, Robin and Brad Dunlap. Let's hear it for Kobe Dunlap. Our next senior, a guard, number 0, Marvin Williams Dunn. A business administration major from Auckland, New Zealand. Marvin is a 4-year veteran of Ouachita men's basketball, playing in 97 games while starting 31. In that time, Marvin scored 229 points on 31% shooting, with a single game high of 13 points coming in 2021. Marvin plans to enter the workforce upon graduation this May, and he is escorted this evening by his wife, Carly Ferguson, and his several in-laws, Brooklyn Ferguson, Ember Ferguson, Karen Ferguson, and Robert Ferguson. Let's hear it from Marvin Williams-Dunn. Our final senior of the night, forward number 11, Tyler Haynes. A master's degree candidate in exercise science from Memphis, Tennessee. Tyler is a 3-year veteran of Ouachita men's basketball, playing in 79 games while starting 66 of those. In that time, Tyler has single game highs of 27 points and 14 rebounds for Ouachita, averaging 13 points per game on 56% shooting. 1 week ago tonight against Southeastern Oklahoma, Tyler crossed the 1,000 career point mark as a Ouachita Tiger, making him the 17th player in program history to do so. After graduation, Tyler plans to work as a personal trainer and continue his basketball career. He is escorted tonight by his parents, Deirdre Ford and Bernard Haynes. Let's hear it for Tyler Haynes. And let's thank the members of the 2024 senior class for all they've done for Ouachita Athletics.
Listen to.
That concludes the senior night ceremony here at Bill Vining Arena. We just saw members of the Ouachita women's basketball team, Ouachita men's basketball team, and Ouachita cheer teams recognized. And right now we have the 2 seniors from the Ouachita women's basketball team, Mackenzie Schillmuller and Grayson Williams. First off, congratulations on a big win to finish off your career here at Bill Vining Arena.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. It was a good win.
Yeah.
It was fun.
So Mackenzie, we'll start with you. Starting with that big 3 near the buzzer, what was that like, first off, to have the crowd chanting your name, wanting you to enter the game, then to come in and drill a 3 just before time expires?
I would have to say that, like, I don't know, I just have, like, amazing friends, and, like, this campus has been amazing to me these, like, past 4 years, and I think I just felt so loved in that moment, and I didn't really think about the shot. I just thought, oh, I'm going to shoot it, and it went in. And I'm just so grateful for a supportive team and supportive community, and I don't know, and I just think they're just amazing and an awesome feeling.
And Grayson, you had a great game tonight as well. I remember one up and under finish for you.
Yes, sir.
What was it like to get to finish off your career on such a strong note here in front of the home crowd?
Honestly, it's just being able to finish strong with my team is the biggest thing. Having a teammate like Mag, being able to finish with her, and then having the rest of the girls, it's an unbelievable, and I'm such a blessing to be finishing this way. Like, you don't even think about what you did personally, it's all about the team, and being able to finish my career with the girls next to me is the biggest thing to me.
The biggest thing.
Well, speaking of the team, Mackenzie, just a few moments ago you were introduced as the mom of Ouachita women's basketball. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
I just feel like my role on the team is to be a leader, like off the court especially. And I try to like make sure that I just look out for the girls and like I'm there for them because I don't know. I feel like someone needs to be there for them, so.
Grayson, you started out your career at ULM, but you have quickly become a part of the Tiger family. What has this community meant to you as you finished out your career?
Everything. This is something that I had always prayed for to finish my career. Basketball has been such a big part of my life, but at the end of the day, it's not what defines you. And the people in the community here at Ouachita, it's been incredible. And this is something that I can go back and look at memories, and I'll always be able to smile at these memories, no matter what the schedule says or the wins record says or what stats you put up. It's all about the people and who you loved and who got to love you at the end of the day, and that's why I love this community so much.
I'd have to say that there's been some ups and downs, but like for me and G, I think that G can agree that God puts you here for like a reason.
Absolutely.
And God put us here for a reason, and like how she said, like the scoreboard doesn't define who you are, how many wins or losses doesn't define who you are. It's the God who defines who you are, and I feel like we were here for a reason, and these girls are our family, and that's what it's all about, I think.
Well, as both of you get ready to wrap up your careers here at Ouachita, what advice would you give to some of your younger teammates and maybe some future members of the Ouachita women's basketball program?
Man, I know for me, it's love each other. You know, like like Mac was saying, you were put here for a reason, and every trial, every challenge that you go through makes you stronger. It makes you tougher. And when you have a great group of girls like we do, it makes it all worth it. And you get to go back and you look at everything, and it fails in comparison whenever you're able to have these people to love and cherish, because that's honestly what goes beyond the end of the day. So if I could have any advice, it would be love those around you and don't worry about personal gain, personal stats, anything like that, because the world is so much bigger than this game.
I would have to agree with everything that G said. I would just say that embrace your role. That anyone coming into college or the girls that are here, roles change every season, in the middle of season, but to embrace that role and do your role great. Because you are meant, like I said, like you're here for a reason, and do what you do great. So that because no matter how many minutes you play, how many points you score, whatever it is, everyone contributes, no matter if people see it in the stands or not. And so just to embrace your role and to do it well, I guess. That's what I would say.
And I think, at all times, God is good.
Yes.
He's got it all under control.
Great advice to live by, and congratulations to both of you on a fantastic career here. This may be your last game at Bill Vining Arena, but there's still one more regular season game, and the GAC tournament's not out of the question either, so hopefully there'll be plenty more games to talk about.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, thank you so much, Mackenzie and Grayson, for stopping by, and once again, congratulations on a fantastic career here with Ouachita Women's Basketball.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
That was Ouachita Women's Basketball seniors, Mackenzie Schillmuller and Grayson Williams. And that is going to do it for this broadcast of Ouachita Women's Basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. We want to thank you for tuning in for this special Senior Night and Leap Day edition of Tiger Basketball. But don't go anywhere, because the doubleheader's not over yet. In just a few minutes, we will have the men's matchup between Southern Arkansas and Ouachita, and you can catch that on a separate live stream right here on the OSDN YouTube channel. Until then, this is Chase Hartzell signing off. Have a great evening, and go Tigers.